Hello everyone, we are a group of students from UiTM Segaman and our advisor is Dr. Rosmawati Harun. We are excited to introduce our innovations which is Accountopoly. Financial Accounting 1 is a foundation course for first semester Diploma of Accountancy students at UiTM. It introduces key accounting topics including business transactions classifications, debit and credits, ledgers, journals, and financial statement preparations such as trial balance, statement of financial positions, and statement of profit and loss. Some students in this program lack prior accounting knowledge, having not studied accounting principles during SPM. This creates challenges in grasping concepts that may seem straightforward to those with a foundation understanding. To bridge this gap, Accountopoly was developed as an innovative solution to make learning accounting more engaging and accessible. What is Accountopoly? Accountopoly is a dynamic board game designed to bring financial reporting to life. Players immerse themselves in a world of financial transactions, making journal entries, balancing accounting equations, and building business strategies. The game fosters active learning through fun challenges and teamwork, transforming complex accounting concepts into an interactive adventure. This approach achieves three key objectives. First, enhance student comprehensions through hands-on engagements. Second, offer teachers diverse methods to assess understanding. And the third, stimulates curiosity and sustained interest in the subject matter. By making learning interactive, Accountopoly not only increase student enthusiasm but also provide instant feedback, enabling them to identify areas requiring improvement. These innovative tools transform routine learning into an enjoyable experience, paving the way for a deeper understanding of accounting principles. We have tested Accountopoly with UiTM students and they love it. It makes learning accounting more engaging and practical. We are also proud to share that we have officially patented Accountopoly, making it a unique and original innovation in accounting education. With Accountopoly, we aim to revolutionize accounting education.
Assalamualaikum and hi. So I will explain how to play Accountopoly and how different blocks affect the game. First, the player will play only 3 rounds for every game. When the player lands on the specific box, they must take a different action. The first, asset box. Player can choose to acquire an asset and need to pay to the banker. Utilities box, player must pay utility expenses to the banker. Third, arrow box, player must move to the tax box, which is LHDN, and pay tax to the banker. And lastly is start box, which is all player must begin the game from this box. The important rule to remember is that every transaction made must be recorded in the accounting equation and journal entry. This to ensure that players apply real-world accounting principles while playing aligned with the Accountopoly objectivity. Now, let's talk about the fate box. If a player lands on the fate box, they must draw a fate card and record the transaction described on the card. For the example, if a player draw a card stating that the company purchased office supply from Akil Enterprise for RM3,000 on credit, they must record the transaction as follows. First, record the accounting equation, which is asset increased by 3,000 and liabilities increased by 3,000. And then, in the journal entry, they must record that debit office supply RM3,000 and credit account payable 3,000. This step reinforced the importance of accurate financial record keeping, just like in real accounting practice.
Lending on another player's asset. If you lend on asset owned by another player, you must pay a certain amount of the asset value to the owner. This represents a rental or usage fee. And don't forget to record the transaction. The player paying the fee record it as an expense, while the asset owner record it as an income. Depreciation calculation. At the end of each round, all players must calculate depreciation for their own assets. This reflects the decrease in value over time. The depreciation rates are 10% for PPE and 5% for vehicle. Depreciation reduces your asset value and affect your net worth. Make sure you record it correctly. Selling asset to banker. If a player needs cash or want to make a strategic move, they can sell an asset to the banker, and the banker buy the asset at its current value, which means we must deduct accumulated depreciation before determining the final price. Selling asset increase your cash, but also reduce your overall net asset. Be strategic about when to sell your asset.
So we move to the evaluation and how we mark to choose the winner. We have two methods, which are for the first one is cash in hand and calculate the net assets. For cash in hand, at the end of the game, we will refer to accounting equation sheet under the cash column. Next, we will use the formula net asset equal to total asset minus total liability. The example is for total asset is cash, machinery, and vehicle, while the example for total liabilities is account payable and note payable. Every player will be evaluated based on the net asset and cash on hand. So the winner will be chosen by gain the highest net assets and cash on hand among other players. If player 1 has the highest net asset, while player 2 has the highest on cash on hand, you can decide the winner by using the total net worth approach. The formula for total net worth is net assets plus cash on hand. So the player with the highest total net worth will win the game.